Let's look at a concrete example. This is a C++ example. Suppose we have a time class that counts the time of day. The display member function prints the current time on screen. This member function is accessible to all. It's therefore declared public. By contrast, the data member text is declared private. Therefore, external users can't access it. Only times member functions are allowed to access it. In other words, the types of text, its current value, and in fact its very extension are pieces of information that we want to hide because these are all implementation details. In addition to private and public, C++ has a third accessor specifier. Protected. Protected members of a class are accessible to its members as well as to members of classes derived from it. However, they are inaccessible to any other classes or functions. Information hiding, verification and concurrency. The specification placed some general requirements on the design of the language, such as reliability and simplicity. The specifications also defined more specific requirements, including a module facility to support information hiding mechanism to allow concurrent programming, and a design amendable to verification of program correctness. There were also many concrete requirements such as the character set and commenting conversions to be used. Characteristics of fourth generation programming languages. Linguistic support for information hiding and concurrent programming. Domain name structure. Control structure. Dynamically scooped exception mechanism. Syntactic structure. In the respects, the fourth generation languages provide important new facilities such as linguistic support for information hiding and concurrent programming. We consider in turn each of the structural domains. The most important contribution of the fourth generation lies in the domain of name structure. In fact, fourth generation programming language is essentially synonymous with data abstraction language, since the primary characteristics of this generation is the provision of an encapsulation facility supporting the separation of specification and definition, information hiding and name access by mutual consent. Most of these languages allows encapsulated models to be generic or polymorphic, thus leading to an operator identification problem such as we implemented in VII.avi. The optimum mix between flexibility and simplicity has yet to determine. The second area in which the fourth generation is distinctive is control structure, since it is characteristics of this generation to provide for concurrent programming. Most fourth generation languages use some form of message passing as a means of synchronization and communication among current tasks. Protected data structures such as ADA 95's protected types, Java access modifiers are also typical. Fourth generation languages typically also have a dynamically scooped exception mechanism for handling both system and user-defined errors. The data structure constructors of this generation are similar to those of the third generation, except that some problems, example array parameter, have been connected. Name equivalence is the rule in the fourth generation, although there are numerous exceptions to make it sense yet convenient. The primitive data structures tend to be more complicated than in the third generation because of the desire to control accuracy and precision in the numeric types. Synthetic structure. The major exception is a preference for fully bracketed structure. Fourth generation languages can be seen as the culmination and fulfillment of the evolutionary process that began with Fortran. Fifth generation programming languages. Nobody yet knows what the dominant programming ideas of this generation will be. These are function-oriented, logic-oriented, and object-oriented programming. Summary. Try to develop a simple programming language by at least fulfilling the maximum amount of principle we learned so far. Consider about readability and writability of the language. Learn about how the fifth generation languages behave. The language simplicity and the power of the language should be optimally managed. This is the end of our presentation series. Try absorb the best content from this. Thank you.